We're gonna dive back on into this shit.
Glug.
It's almost like that was intentional. Hello, everyone. How the fuck do we start? How do I start? I forget. How do I start?
Did you forget your name?
This is Alex. He's our DM.
Christ almighty.
Welcome back to this episode of Good Job Adventures.
Thank you, Tyler. I had a colossal...
Hello and beyond.
Oh, I thought you meant like his actual name.
Alright, so, yeah, last time around, the party made their way through Karaba's library. They came across a rather agitated and apprehended Abishai.
Ooh,
who clued the party in on what the fresh heck Karaba is doing atop this mountain. When we ended up, the party was making their way to the top of the mountain where they'll find Mountain's draconic ruler, and we're just gonna start with the party just on the staircase on the way up.
Would you say we're kind of like moving straight into the story in like a leaping kind of
Stop. I don't know where this is going, but stop.
He's gonna do that.
I know, he's setting up...
It.
Oh my god.
we gonna jump into it?
No.
We're gonna jump on into it. Yeah, you're all on a spiral staircase.
All right. So that was fairly ominous from that Abishai. Doesn't sound like things are going too good. I wonder what he's doing up there that's causing the fabric of reality to break, or that causes this world to be destroyed.
Well, I don't think he's trying to destroy the world. I think he's trying to flee. I don't know what voice this is, and I don't like it. He's trying.
I imagine I will say that like mid shapeshift.
Yes. I can't get into character.
That's
like
the one
this.
character that line would work for in character.
He's trying to flee the dying world. This one.
Thank you for specifying.
And you said you were expecting this, Janda?
No,
No, not you. Other Janda.
Yeah. I was expecting it. It's one of my religious tenets. We believe the world is ending. The Great Freeze will come and destroy the current landscape of reality, and in the wake, the Dark One will rule.
Okay.
Aye, what be your religion called?
Why, you thinking of converting, Arthos? Fat fuck?
I think he smoked too much of the stuff in the bathhouse.
Arthos? Arthos, how much you been smoking?
I think we better get moving before we're all dead smoked.
Hey, yeah, let's sally forth then. And I continue up the
My name's not Sally.
Let's Sally Fields on up there.
Oh my god.
Alright, so after a few more minutes of walking, the party sees that they're kind of reaching like the top of the stairwell, and the party finds themselves in a large circular chamber, in the middle of which there's a large crystal ball. The party sees a large blue dragon just kind of hunched over it, angrily like tapping it at his claw, muttering to himself, "Oh yes, why is this dastardly thing not working?"
Is he there for real this time?
You don't know for certain. Behind the dragon, there's a tall, basically metallic ring. Roth, you notice, or I guess Roth and El, you notice that the ring is adorned in various magical runes. That the runes themselves, you see bits of like primordial, abyssal, infernal, celestial. It just kind of runs the gamut of languages that would be spoken across the various planes of existence. Additionally, there are a few scattered bookshelves. The room itself, in terms of dimensions, it's
3.
it's about it's like circular room, 65 feet across. It's probably like 30 feet high. It has a domed ceiling. The ceiling itself, it's decorated to look like a star field. Karaba does not notice you. Other thing of note, a lot of like the flooring, the stand that's holding up the crystal ball, the bookshelves, they're all made of silver. and yeah, that's it. What do you all do?
So he hasn't noticed us quite yet, and he's just peering over this crystal ball.
The best way I can describe it is the crystal ball is displaying TV static, so Karaba's trying to tapping it, trying to jostle the crystal ball into working.
I'm gonna walk on up and try to jostle it with my fists.
So you're punch. You're
Yes.
So you're curb stomping it.
He's curb stomping
Yes.
it. Yeah.
You're punching the crystal ball.
Yep.
For reference, the crystal ball is 10 foot, has a 10-foot radius. It's a very large orb. I assume you
And
still
he's
want to
gonna
punch it.
Yep, I'm gonna punch it.
All right, go punch it.
That is a 25.
Jesus.
All right, so with that 25, you give a nice hearty haymaker onto the crystal ball. It's still displaying static. However, in doing so, you what's the word I'm trying
Have
to think of?
alerted.
Yes. My brain's fried. Oh my god.
You all right, bud? You need a Snickers?
That's fine. I got a beard. All right. So, in punching the orb, this brings Karaba's attention onto you as the large draconic creature stares daggers at you, and it's or Janda, my bad. It's oh yes, hello, interloper.
So while Karaba is distracted by gender, I will. Do I have enough spell slots to cast this? I do. Thunderwave.
So Thunderwave is a 15-foot cube in front of you, just as a heads up. I assume you're going to position it so that it doesn't affect Jander, correct?
Yes.
Are you sure, Elagos, that you want to antagonize this giant dragon? If the world's ending, he might be our only ticket off this place.
Elagos is sure.
I turn in to look like Elagos and say, Elagos, would you say no to this face? And I smile at him.
Owl is on a cruising for a sucker punch.
As the party's having this little
Grabba?
talk
Conversation.
Uh,
dude, my brain's fucking a bowl of spaghetti.
Grabba, I noticed you were having some trouble with the little orbs. I tried helping, but obviously it didn't work.
I'm aware of your adorable attempt at assisting me. Also, as Karaba turns to the rest of the party, I'm well aware that you're all here. Have you enjoyed your little self-guided tour?
Yes, that was really pleasant, although I wish I could have had one of those voice guides. That would have been really helpful.
Where's the gift shop, Karaba?
I'm sorry to let you down. What was your name again? Was it Abul or no?
No, it's me,
I'm
Elagos.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Karaba does air quotes. Elagos, that you will not be able to find a gift shop here to acquire any sort of souvenir.
Well, we don't want any souvenirs. We want some tickets off this dead planet, if you catch my drift. It's me, Elagos.
All right there.
I can tell you're
Elagos.
mocking me, but also yes.
Well, now what makes you... What makes you think I'm trying to leave?
A
Your,
friend told us.
absconded Abishai downstairs told us so.
Let's not beat around the bush. This world is fucked. You know it's fucked. We know it's fucked. And we know that you're working on a way to get out.
As the party says this, Karaba looks shocked, just I couldn't... I thought the Abishai would do a bit of a better job keeping his lips sealed, but there's no reason for me to try and hide. You've already sussed out my intentions. So now, why should I grant you permission to use my device to leave this damned world when all you've done is invade my home and break my things and steal my stuff?
We took nothing from you.
Shut up.
As the party says when they're decked out in all of his magical
So
items and shit.
I'm gonna take another
Man,
shot
I
of the
really
gin.
like this cape.
I'm gonna change my appearance to look like Arthos, and I say, don't listen to that ugly imposter. It's me, Arthos. I'm here to do business with you. We took some of your stuff, yes. We killed some of your robots, yes. We assaulted some cactus statues, yes. It was all done by me, Arthos.
Oh, you broke Mitzi's cactus.
If you
statue.
want to leave me, Arthos, behind for payment or something, that's fine. Take the rest of us, though.
Here's the thing, though. You broke more than a few automata. I'm well aware of the explosion that presumably you all caused down below in the garage. So you don't have to you don't have to be coy with me.
Did you just say garage?
Correct.
Is that? I mean, I don't know why you're too concerned with all of this stuff if you are planning to leave.
Well, yes, this world is going to die and be ripped apart. It's far more the principle of the deed.
Yeah.
That has gotten under my.
So
scales.
about that, why is the world ending? I saw a magic storm above your mountain. Is this your doing? What?
All right, so here's the thing. Mr. Roth, you seem to be a bit of a wizard and knowledgeable about the arcane. So I'm a bit surprised you're unaware that when a dragon sets up a lair, by
Settle down.
just by them being there, they can just magically affect the environment around them. In my case, the perpetual thunderstorm that crowns this glorious mountain.
Well, yes, I'm aware of that. You're a blue dragon. You're not a wild magic dragon. What I'm asking is, are you causing this?
Causing what? The end of
Yes.
the world?
What? I just asked that.
Here's the thing. No.
You happy now, Roth?
Yes, I'm fairly
Care
satisfied.
to
Would you like
elaborate?
would you like to tell us a little bit more?
Here's the thing, no.
I mean, here's the thing. In my own archaeological research, I found that it appears as though various other worlds are being broken down. The weave that binds them together is being torn asunder, and the exact cause of it I'm not entirely sure. But either way, from what I found, there appears to be one particular world or universe, whatever the proper terminology you would rather use is. There's one iteration of this world that has remained a constant, and I'd rather be there.
What's it like?
I mean, well, there's only so much I can surmise through the occasional glance between worlds, but it seems rather similar to this. With mayhap certain things you've done, choices you've made in your life are a bit different from what you see here. In my case, my so-called equivalent has been long dead, so I figured, oh look, an opportunity for me to essentially, quote-unquote, resurrect myself.
So interesting. So, all right, Roth is kind of dumbstruck at this point. He doesn't really know what to think about this.
How does the thingy work? How do you go from
That is
here to there?
I mean, Jander, was it? I assume you're aware, at least aware of teleportation spells and those sorts of things.
Yep.
The very simplified version is that it works in a manner similar to that, wherein upon activation, it creates a portal to this one constant world, and then whoever wants to can go through.
I think it would be in your best interest, Karaba, to let us accompany you.
Why?
Well, first of all,
Because we're not done breaking stuff. And if either we all go or none of us go.
That doesn't sound like a sales point, because he could take that as we go with him and then break more stuff of his.
if we go over there and we escape the impending apocalypse, then we'd be in your debt, Karaba. We could be a new army of killbots. We could kill some.
He wasn't planning on taking anything in here with him.
Yeah, so that's why it would just be like a +5. Be like he'd come with a little extra baggage. He'd be ready to set up shop. I'm fine going through a town and killing whoever he wants.
Gender, I was implying I would break the portal so that that none of us could go.
Oh.
Oh, were you now, Elegos? How adorable.
You gonna break that thing?
Any reason I can't?
I mean, do you like dying? Like, I don't know, like...
Jackie Jan, how would you describe dying?
I thought you were still with
Upon
us.
being asked this point-blank question, she's like, well, it is...
It's like a really bad sunburn.
I can't describe the sensation of dying across the board, because for my death was rather violent, because I was pummeled into the ground.
Yeah, there's a very good chance that a universe dying and pummeling feel very different.
Yeah, they would feel very different. Upon Jackie Jan speaking, Karaba looks forward like, oh, wait, so the dragon points at Jan is like, so, humor me, why is Johnson over there talking about dying, and why did you call him Jackie Jan? What did you do?
It's a long story.
He looked at gender, so.
Well, I found the brain of my old master and thought, this would be a perfect time to revive her. So I took your scientist that technically gathered her remains and killed him and replaced the brain with the brain of Jackie Jan.
Oh, interesting. How delightfully morbid.
Does anyone else feel like he just completely glossed over our contributions?
Yeah.
I think so. Like, you put the brain inside? Yeah, okay.
You killed? Yeah, okay.
It was your idea? Yeah, okay. It was not my idea, Arthos, but
That's
but what he said
You
was
have to
mostly
tolerate
correct
it.
in terms of what transpired. That was 99%
No,
correct.
So, upon the explanation of the party's super fucked up necromancy experiment and the proposition of, ooh, we'll be your mercenary army, Karaba kind of strokes his chin and is like, now one sort of prospect I'm curious about is what would happen if, let's say, you all join me in my little trans-world voyage. Either way, if you all want to partake in my little plane-hopping venture, what would happen if, let's say, Karaba points to Ella, goes, if your equivalent on the other side is actually alive, what would happen then? I wonder, would your existence here be erased? Or what?
Let's fuck around and find out.
I have a quick question. So you saying when are we physically hopping, or like you going to just enter your dead body in that parallel universe, and then you will just be brought back to life in the dead dragon body? Sorry for my poor speaking. It's me, Arthos.
Yes, Arthos has shown himself to be not the brightest individual. He stares at actual Arthos. I am aware of how you sabotage the generator.
I just picture Karaba has like the 2 pieces of gold from that generator, and he's just rubbing them between 2 of his claws.
You know what? That's now canon. He's rubbing the 2 fucking gold
very
coins and like.
miserly.
Yes, I'm aware of how you sabotaged it. Alright, so now I'm operating under the assumption that if I hop over, since my body is dead and probably decayed, I'll just hop over, full body, whatever. Fine. I'm more curious about what will happen to you, because for you all it seems like a rather exorbitant gamble to risk your entire existence on the slight chance that maybe you'll come through on the other side unscathed and
Counterpoint. The world is literally ending. What do we have to lose?
You do make a fair point.
Counterpoint. I'm a barbarian, and if you say no, I'm gonna start smashing.
I will just point at the counter.
Oh god. Yeah, that's an interesting theory. Yeah, Roth is just like very deep in thought about the implications of cross-dimensional hopping. Is there like a whiteboard anywhere in this room?
There is a whiteboard.
Right, Roth is gonna start walking over to the right whiteboard, and then he's gonna start erasing
The right board.
the right board, not the left board.
He's gonna write on the board.
Oh god. So I walk over to it and I erase all of like the really cool robot designs that he had up there, and then I start like trying to map out like how this would work out.
No, not my schematics.
Oh, come on.
Oh please! I saw you draw dick butt in the corner. You can't tell me all of that was important.
You, sir, how dare you critique my depiction of dick butt? It is a rather humorous meme that you commoners always expound upon.
No one is arguing against that.
May I roll Arcana? The love of God.
Also, I will change this form to dick butt.
Oh god.
Karaba
Oh,
is visibly
Lord.
disgusted.
And then I say, it's me, Arthos!
I rolled a
Alright, so
13
Rob,
on
what are you
Arcana. I'm basically trying to map out like what sort of dead body, mind transfer, physical transfer like this machine can conjure. Obviously, I'm taking a lot of leaps and assumptions at this point because I don't really know how it works. I just see like a giant gate and I'm pressed for time.
So, given the circumstances, you surmise that what might happen is that you come to the conclusion that, okay, if, let's say, main world Roth is alive, and you hop, this world's Roth, that consciousness might just merge with OG Roth, and you're not sure whether or not any memories will be carried over, but you get what I'm like?
Yeah,
saying?
it's
Okay.
not an exact science. It's very up in the air, but it's just like he said. There's no real way to prove it out. The best bet is if your alternate universe is dead, you're welcome, Karaba. But with an alive version of yourself, then anything can happen.
An interesting theory. I do find it slightly interesting that you all have gone from, we're gonna go in here and break and steal Karaba's things to, we're gonna help the dragon.
Aye, well, we were initially sent here to stop you from sending your robots to attack the town.
Yep.
And I think we did a good job at that.
First, can I just say something? Because I'm sick of this getting swept under the rug. I've been on Team Karaba since day one.
Oh, have you? Oh, have you?
Yeah,
now?
he actually has, surprisingly.
Remember when I said I admired your entrepreneurial spirit? When
And
we
yet
were-
he also threatened to sue.
Yeah, that's the thing. I remember you trying to threaten litigation upon me.
No.
That's still a very credible threat, by the way. If you don't let us through, bad things might happen to you on the other
What
side.
sort of? To be quite frank, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what sort of fate is scarier: being buried under horrific legal red tape, or by having my every fiber of my being ripped asunder.
Well, listen, if you let us go with you, you might not have to find out.
I mean, here's the thing. What if you don't? What if hypothetically we all make the jump and you don't remember threatening legal action upon me?
That's a win-win.
That's a win-win
That's
for
yeah.
you.
That seems
Yeah.
like a very good
Aye,
opportunity
it
for
sounds
you.
like a
You've
win
just-
for ye.
You've just explained to yourself why this is the best option.
If Roth forgets about his crippling back pain, then maybe it's cured.
Now, mayhaps that might be why I am, in fact, the biggest brain in this mountain.
As Karaba, like, smugly sips a cup of tea.
I don't know. The beholder was pretty
Played
big.
himself.
I
What
don't-
was that?
Do you mean his brain was big? What are you talking about specifically was big?
I mean, the beholder was eating a bunch of brains in the basement. So
Morgan, do you mean a mind?
That wasn't
Oh
a
my
beholder.
Beholder.
Morgan.
He's got all those eyes for his
I was
brain.
like, did we
Did,
encounter a beholder? I was confused.
No, we didn't.
No,
I think Jander went on a campaign that we all missed
It
out
was
on.
just a side quest, you know, just like Jackie Chan. But
Should we roll persuasion or something? I feel like we've been throwing a lot of arguments out of this guy.
yeah. Roll me.
Out of this guy.
I said out at this guy.
Who is persuading?
I can roll persuasion.
I'd say I will rolls it, but with advantage due to like
Yeah.
everybody literally chiming in. It's like
Alright.
multiple help actions.
All right.
DM, what do you think?
All right. I don't have advantage ping, so I'm just gonna click it twice. A 25 and a 20.
Alright, Karaba's gonna roll insight. To see
God,
if-
I thought you said you had +2. That's a +9.
When did I say I had a +2?
Someone else probably said
I
it,
have a
and you
plus
mistook him
two.
for- The other Jander. You mistook him for the other Jander.
Oh.
Yeah, it's me, Arthos, right now.
Alright, so
Looking
Karaba
like
strokes
Dick
his
Butt.
chin and is like,
Alright, so you all have made a rather compelling point about assisting me in the matters of hopping worlds and bounding across planes. There's also the matter of, again, you acting as unruly house guests and breaking my shit. Like, you cannot expect me to just be acquiescent to your demands when you break down my door and just imagine if someone were walk into your house, shit on your carpet, and then expect, oh yes, I'll help you with that boat in a bottle.
Well, you see, this is where my threat from earlier comes in. That portal over there, I threatened to break it, and you laughed at me, because that would be effectively killing us. But it would also be effectively killing you. So, like I said, all of us go or none of us go.
You act as though none of us would. Fuck. I misspoke as the DM. You act as though I do not have means to repair it.
I'm gonna turn into Elagos.
Aye, but do you have the time?
You act as though do not have the means to break it beyond repair.
Poirot, is that a threat?
I believe it is.
That's roll me intimidation.
Oh boy, I have no modifier on
I'm also
this.
gonna turn to look like Elagos now.
It's a 17, not bad. Not bad, with no modifier.
As you say this, Karaba's eyes briefly widen. And like,
Yeah, go on. Take a look downstairs at all the carnage I've wrecked on your automatons.
Now was that by your own hand, or was that by you using some sort of external
From
device?
what I heard, it was actually about him trying to find an oil drum but failing to.
Yeah, Talkthought told us all about your complete fuck up, Elagos.
I'm going to kill you both.
But anyway, I think we can do a bad Elagos, good Elagos. So I'm gonna be good Elagos.
Elagos, if you want to kill them so bad, then just break the portal. Fine, damn us all.
Why don't Karaba? I think bad Elagos is bringing up a good point. We could. The risk is we destroy this device beyond repair. You don't get to hop over. But it's me, good Elagos. I'll bring a little more optimistic spin on this. You are upset we destroyed all of your automatons. We stole your shit. That Rothherd is back. There's a lot of things you're upset about. Imagine if you were wielding this pure chaotic force that we represent in the other plane. Your potentials for conquest and murder would be unlimited.
And your legal team would be sound.
Karaba snickers or chuckles and
Thank you for clarifying.
Eats a Snickers and then
Karaba
laughs.
chuckles. And then it's like,
He has a cigarette, but in English.
oh my god.
I mean, this sounds like a worthwhile couple things. One, you act as though I'm some sort of conquering warlord. Not really, to be quite frank. Now, yes, I partake in the the development and selling of arms, but specifically automata for various factions, such as,
Yeah, I don't know if you're aware, but there's not a lot of criteria to meet the definition of warlord, and that's pretty much it.
But see, here's the thing. I don't do the conquering. All I do is sit back and then just accrue gold from other people wanting to conquer.
Why don't you just cut out the middleman, Karaba? Why don't you turn your sights? You got the means. You could potentially have the muscle. And I gestured at.
And you've got the memes. I point back at the dick butt drawing.
memes.
You don't need to split the profit between some greedy jerks. I'm Elagos. I don't have big vocab. Sorry.
I love how the party is trying to convince the antagonist to be more of a villain.
Listen, it's fucking working, and you're letting it work. So shut
Think
up.
about it too. You've got more muscle.
I'm letting it work because
You've got-
I'm just pointing out the goofiness of the situation.
You've got more muscle here than you do with a couple of kobolds, and I can tell you I'm at least 10 times smarter than Mitzi. So you've got an entire magic department set up.
I'm not sure about that one. Mitzi is rather accomplished in the fields of robotics and whatnot. And now, in terms of Arcana, now, from what I've
But no one here has a weak spot for ceramic cacti.
Elagos, you do make a point, but now here's the thing, Roth, in terms of archaeological prowess, comparing yourself to Mitzi would be a fool's errand. Dr. Flu, he's the Mr. Big Brain archaeologist around these parts, safe for me, of course.
Is Doctor that guy the one we pushed into the hell dimension?
No, that was the head kobold.
Dr. Flu is a mind flayer who works down below the archaeology lab.
He got all his smarts by cheating. He ate all those brains. He didn't think of them himself.
Karaba again chuckles. The party's doing. You can tell the party's doing a good job of fucking humoring this dragon.
Yeah, and so wait, you already have the muscle, you already have the means, and you have the memes, obviously, because, I mean, look at us.
Did you just call us memes?
I take a shot of the convincing gin.
Yeah, I love that Morgan said that he'd do that like 10 minutes ago, then like no one acted upon it, including me. My bad. Alright, so Jander, you take a shot of the convincing gin. Roll me a con save with advantage.
22 and 16.
Alright, cool. 22 is the pass.
And you have a group alcoholic. Everyone needs a group alcoholic.
Exactly.
Oh, yes, of course. A wine bibber is the most important role of any sort of group of individuals.
I can't
Why,
imagine.
of course
without
it is. I'm gonna try and persuade him.
That an alcoholic is worthwhile.
Morgan, what's your persuasion?
It's a 2.
modifier?
So it's a 17, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's a 19, isn't it? Because you
No,
plus the
17.
No,
modifier.
it's +2.
Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
What
Could I
is
technically use performance for this?
That's
How
still
would you?
charisma,
How is it a
Morgan.
performance? Though that's the thing.
Fair.
I'm a great alcoholic. Does a
Seriously,
fucking
fucking-
cartwheel.
He's gonna do like the Willy Wonka intro when he walks outside, then he like loses his cane and falls and does a somersault and he's standing up.
Actually, I might do that.
I like this. All right. What's your performance
6.
modifier?
It's a 21.
Oh boy. So, goody for you. Karaba rolled a 20. Unnatural.
Oh my god, Morgan.
You're so lucky.
Thank you, Tyler.
So,
This was all me.
this is a rather... Karaba shrugs her like, this is a rather... I mean, I will concede, having a group drunkard allows for various humorous instances at the expense of the drunkard.
Call them
being
shenanigans.
themselves. Yes, shenanigans is a fitting descriptor.
Yeah, and you can gather all your cronies as AA meetings.
And he can infiltrate. You know what the best source of information is in a town, Karaba?
What, a tavern?
Yeah, we send in Jand over here. He goes sits in the tavern, gets some information about the high value targets there. He's an alcoholic, so people won't question him just going in and drinking with everybody.
Yep.
Think about it.
Wait,
The
what?
diplomatic path is opening.
How does having a drunkard as a source of the acquisition of information come off as a reliable...
He's
means?
friendly and he can hold himself while he drinks something that is literally poisoning him.
I
He
mean,
can
I
hold
imagine-
himself.
I imagine that most folks can, quote unquote, hold a poison or whatever stomach a substance that is poison to them.
People
what
are
is-
the most vulnerable when they're drunk. They'll tell everything. They tell it all.
Oh, I'm well aware of the
Elagos,
malleability of a
So
drunkard's
then what
mind.
better to get information than give some guy a drink, let him relax a bit, and then ask him the grilling questions.
We find out the password to the town gate. We find out where the mayor's stash is stored. You gotta think outside the box. What is your name? Oh, Karaba.
Well, now, Arthos, what you've been a little quiet
No.
back there. What is your opinion on this little potential business arrangement?
I be for it as well. It would be a great way to spread my name out there.
Now, Arthos, what would happen if you were to hop into my little portal of fun, and then lo and behold, you don't remember that you were you appear to be some sort of a pirate of some sort. Is that a correct assumption on my part?
I
Yes.
I
now,
am Arthos, the Crimson Devil,
Well, no, what-
scourge of the several seas.
Now what would now? The several seats we've got a bit of a daring scallywag in our midst. What would happen if you were to hop across and it turns out perhaps the quote unquote true Arthos is a bit of a not as much of a fighter, not really a pirate. not a swashbuckling rogue.
I
or
think
what
I have an
you.
answer to this. Yes, he might forget his memories up here, and I tap my skull. But muscle memory, he won't forget that, and I throw a dagger at him and I say, "Catch this!"
I guess that's a dex check.
Oh no.
Are you throwing the dagger at
Yeah, at
Arthos?
Arthos.
Okay.
Can it be a strength check?
No, Dex.
Nope.
Roll me a Corley, roll me a Dex save with advantage because danger sense is a thing.
Can it be athletics?
No, Dex save with advantage.
Okay.
Again, with advantage because danger
Let me
sense is a
just
thing.
check one thing really.
Are you going to check Dex safe? Did you get your
So-
proficiency bonus?
Can I
As
smell
we
it?
said,
No.
I'd like to point out that
I wanted to make sure exhaustion didn't affect saves, which it doesn't.
I'd like to point out this is you can cut this from the recording. So you know how I had my beer and my backup beer? I'm like halfway through my backup beer.
I thought I heard you reaching for it at one point,
Yeah.
because you got
Also-
quiet for a little bit.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That
so,
does explain why we're doing so well at convincing.
Does a 20 save?
I got a 3
I'm-
and a 20.
Okay, so without even thinking, Arthos, you just like knife.
Catch it in my teeth. I catch
No,
it
that's
in my
not how
teeth.
that works.
That's a very
Yikes.
bad idea.
Okay, fine.
You Arthos, you almost reflexively just like catch the knife in your hand, and upon doing so, Krabba just like,
Oh yes, a rather cute little show, Arthos. You, the Crimson Devil. You, as such an adorable little title. What did you do to earn that?
You don't wanna ask that question.
Oh no, I certainly do.
You don't know
remember,
the
you
answer to the question. Either plump or
I'm pretty sure it's been explained to us.
I don't think it has.
Elagos.
Has it?
It hasn't. It's
Oh.
only been pre-bulls.
You want to know how I got this nickname?
You want to know how I got these scars? Catch his knife with teeth.
Alright, Arthos, explain the nickname.
Yeah, now I'm kind of curious.
Over the years as I've been sailing the seas, I have left a wake of blood and misfortune behind.
And then I took my street name and the first name of my last pet.
As well as the day I was born.
So now,
And combined them together when I accidentally spilled in a chemical X.
The Crimson Devil, 1994.
now, Arthos, humor me. I have an acquaintance in the Navy, and he was talking about some guy who's causing all sorts of havoc and chaos. Was that you, or was that someone else?
I will take the credit for it is most likely me.
I see in some regard reputation precedes you. Delightful. Now, I realize that was a bit of a tangent, but now back to the matter of, not dying and whatnot. Now, see, here's the thing. As you all can see,
Gestures towards the portal.
this thing's not powered on, and to actually power it, we're gonna have to. I believe the best way to activate it is to have it be struck by raw, arcane energy, and that will certainly give it enough juice to power the thing. And what I can only describe as serendipity of the highest order, I was about to give it a little test go, see if I can activate the thing and see if.
Why do you keep going?
Alright, just let him talk.
Because I
yeah.
His lips are
can.
dry.
So, yes. I was about to do a little bit of a test run to see if, having the device get struck by wild magic would be enough to sufficiently power it.
By all means.
How are you gonna make sure it gets struck by wild magic?
Well, here's the thing. Wild magic is a bit of a interesting phenomena. Some of you might already be aware, but whenever anyone tries to cast a spell of relative strength and power, there's a slight chance that some sort of strange phenomena will happen.
In mechanical terms, if you cast a spell that is first level or above, wild magic might happen.
Oh, so like just anything that's not a cantrip, okay.
Yeah, anything that's not a cantrip, because that's screen down. I modeled it after Sorcerer, and that's how Wild Magic Sorcerer works.
All right, so you just need us to.
All right, put that screen back up. I don't want to see that.
All right, screen back up.
Oh, yes. So, now, since you are so gung-ho about joining me in my little venture, and to be quite frank, you've all made a rather compelling case for me not to just obliterate you where you stand, because, to be quite frank, as you have all been making your way up the mountain, I've been sitting up here scheming, thinking, ooh, how best to destroy them, what sort of spells can I do that'll be their undoing, and whatnot, twirling my metaphorical mustache, but...
I was thinking the same thing about these guys.
Oh, interesting. We may in fact be woven of the same cloth in some ideological regard.
You're not wearing any clothes, Karava.
It was a metaphor, my good sir. I didn't realize I had to explain that to you.
Alright, continue.
So, Now, the only issue is...
I have a question. Does the spell have to succeed, or does it just have to be cast?
What do you mean?
Does the spell, if there's a certain, like... Is the attempt to cast it enough?
I don't...
I think I can answer this one for you, Karaba. It doesn't matter the intent. Whenever you invoke a spell, it does... Unless you're specifically acting upon someone, the energy is still released into the weave.
You know what? To be quite frank, I actually didn't know that, because I've never been particularly proficient in the ins and outs of the weave. So, there's your answer, Elagos. Now,
Karaba claps his hands.
for this little experiment of ours to work, we need a bit of a change of scenery.
Karaba claps his hands.
The lights come on.
The party knows. No, actually, the lights turn off as
Whoa.
the dome kind of begins to retract. The ceiling kind of sort of begins to lower, so that now the walls are only now 15 feet high, and also the party notices that the various like objects in the room, like the whiteboard, the crystal ball, the bookshelves, they all just descend into the floor, so that after a few minutes, it is only the party, Karaba, and the gate, and then the 15-foot high walls.
So the top
no.
opened?
Yeah, top open, walls lowered.
I have one last question. Does the magic strike the user of the spell? Meaning the user would have to, like, stand on the weapon.
Now, here's the thing. Wild magic as a phenomena is wildly unpredictable.
Oh, so that's why it's called that.
I see, Elagos, you've put those brain cells of yours to work, and
Put yours to work.
so what we might need to do is because my understanding is that someone tries to cast a spell, and then wild magic happens. Whether or not it is centered on them, I'm not entirely sure, because I've made it a point to avoid causing that to happen.
I think I might have a solution to this.
I think I do as well.
Hold
I
on
think
now.
I do as well.
Hold on.
Are we all thinking the same
What are you
thing?
thinking?
I'm thinking our friend.
Yeah, that's
Zach.
what I was thinking. So I think I might have a solution to this. A sort of lightning rod, if you will. And Wrath, pull it out.
And
No, not that, Rob. We discussed this before.
I undo the zipper on my bag, and I pull out the and I pull out the orb that is holding Zap, and I do the treasure planet sequence to open it.
Right. You did acquire that little orb from one of my automata back in Barnacle Point.
We did. And now I think this little guy is finally going to clip his last stub, if you will.
I think you mean earn his freedom.
No, I don't mean that. We put this.
Tyler,
Yeah.
last I checked, didn't Zap only have like 3 like stamps?
Yep.
Yeah.
He did.
All right.
We
Either
cast
way.
the spell onto Zap. It will almost be like a chain reaction, magic hitting a being of pure magical essence, and I think that might be enough to just attract the wild magic onto it.
I was thinking Zach
Interest-
cast the spell upon himself. That way we remove the factor of the caster being hit.
Can Zap cast? Zap, can you cast magic?
Someone's gonna have to fucking Danny Phantom this and go inside the portal to turn it on.
That's what
Oh
Zap
my
did.
god.
Then Arthos
No.
took a look inside of it. There was a great big flash.
His molecules got over your range.
no.
Arthos.
God damn it!
No, looking at Zap's thing, Zap can cast a first level spell. I have been looking at
knew
this shit in a while. Oh, I think it's only like innate once per day, but he can.
All right, Zap.
Zap yourself.
Wasn't it yet? Upon opening the orb, Zap is just asleep. He's been taking a fucking nap this entire time.
Oh, Zap.
Zap stirs awake and is like, "Oh god, that was a nice nap." And looks around at the party and is like, "Oh my god, a dragon!"
Don't worry about that dragon, Zap. It's me, Elagos. I'm on your side.
Zap speaks in eloquent. "Oh god, why are there two Elagoses?"
You don't need to worry about that, Zap. I mean, I could see why you'd be... One Elagos was bad enough. I could see why two would be even worse, but that's not here nor there. We have a special task for you, and then I think you might be able to, maybe earn your freedom. Maybe. We'll see how it goes. It's worth a lot of...
Why is it only a maybe?
We gotta see how it goes, Zap.
Okay.
Yeah. You keep talking.
All right. What?
Yeah, just-
All right. What do you need me to do?
You see that big orb over there? We're gonna bring you over there. You cast a spell, one of your most powerful spells you can conjure, and
I mean,
yeah,
the only spell I can cast is Lightning Lure, and like, that's okay at best. I'll do it if you want me to.
take it from me, Elagos. There's nothing I'd rather have you do. I bring Zach over to the orb and say, "All right, wait till I get a little distance on you, and then cast the spell, and we'll see what happens."
All right. So yeah. Zap kind of floats his way on up above the gate. The party plus Karaba presumably make their way to the other side of the room, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All
Definitely
right,
not suspicious
so-
at all for Zap.
Nope, not at all. Zep totally doesn't look super confused and concerned. Once the party is assembled on the other side, Karaba says aloud in Primordial,
Oh yes, cast away, little one.
as Zap attempts to cast Lightning Lure. Despite the spell's 15-foot radius, he still lashes out a bit of lightning energy. Let me bust out the actual dice for this one. Alright, so upon casting Lightning Lure, the storm clouds above the mountain kind of rustle a little bit. Nothing happened.
I noticed this and I kind of just like look at Ul and I say, yeah, that was Lightning Lure. That's cantrip level. He hasn't got anything stronger.
Vin, Lightning Lure is the first level.
I thought it was a
spell.
cantrip.
Nope.
This is why I said maybe, Zap.
Oh, okay. Zap looks really fucking depressed now.
Good.
Elagos thinks this might be kind of a rough situation we're in. Fortunately, he has a hand mirror that comes in handy when you're in a rough situation. So he's gonna look at it.
Oh, damn. The dire mirror coming in clutch. Alright, so Elagos produces the dire mirror. When you first pull it out, it's a little fuzzy. After a little bit, a vague humanoid shape standing in front of a circle, and you see the humanoid being struck by a bolt of like brightly colored energy, and in doing so, the ring lights up.
Hey Arthos, can you go stand over by the portal real quick?
I just target Zap. Why does it have to be me?
Wait, is Zap humanoid? Like
Zap
humanoid
is-
enough?
No.
Oh.
So
Because to clarify by humanoid, I mean humanoid and not in the sense of like the creature type. Humanoid in terms of like the body shape.
The shaped as a human, yes, okay.
Yes.
Hey, Jackie Jan, you mind standing over there for us?
Why? What do you need?
Zap
me to do?
needs some company.
Why would I accompany a lightning method? It seems like a strange course of action.
So does putting a brain into a
Also-
dead body, but we did it.
Yes. Also, just out of curiosity, with all your talk of allying yourselves with a dragon, what's gonna happen to me and this fellow over here? I should like gesture towards
I
Taka.
assume the same as us. You're conscious. Maybe you'll even be in your original body again.
I mean, that would be delightful because, to be quite frank, I still haven't fully gotten used to being thrust into the body of a male drow. It's just
Best case scenario, you forget everything. But Elagos, what did that mirror say, or what did it show?
It says that all we need is for Arthos to stand right in the portal, and then it'll work.
Alright, Arthos, prove your mettle as the Crimson Devil.
Aye, so did you say it had to be
It
Arthos,
didn't.
or did you say it had to be
No, it didn't.
It didn't.
I
Alright,
said
let's-
humanoid.
And what be happening to me if I do?
Then the portal will work.
Can I roll insight on this, please?
Yes. I'll
I may be leaving out some details.
yeah, Arthos roll insight, Elagos roll
Deception?
persuasion.
Oh, okay.
You're trying to convince him. Or actually, no, deception. My bad. For a
You can
second,
roll first.
Klombo, I thought
that's
you
a
said
9.
perception.
Don't worry,
I
Klombo.
wasn't-
I'm exhausted, so I'm rolling this at disadvantage. That's a 14 and
Ooh,
a
that's
5.
a 5.
All right, so Elagos's words strike true.
You mean
As
specifically because of
Alright, let's...
Yes.
Arthos'
Alright, we're...
detailed.
Yeah. Also, Elagos, I think can he even cast spells?
He won't need to.
All right.
What sort of tomfoolery do you have in mind?
Just sit back and relax. Crimson Devil's about to show us how he got his name.
So, you said specifically it was like a lightning thing, right? That struck the humanoid?
Yes, a bolt of multicolored
Alright.
energy.
Arthos,
A bolt of multicolored.
yeah, get over there, Arthos. You hold him this up.
Yeah, so I make my way over there, assumingly not hearing this conversation of a bolt of energy hitting me.
Yeah, you don't hear it.
And I stand in position, and I say, "What now?"
Now, close your eyes and think happy thoughts. You might feel a little pinch.
I narrow my eyes at Elagos with that statement.
Does anything happen?
Well, I'm assuming it has to be a certain spell, but I'm not sure if I have that spell. Should I roll, like, Insight or Arcana?
What spell are you trying
Hey,
to cast?
Lightning
hey,
bolt?
Elagos.
Something that will produce the effect that I saw in the
Hey,
mirror.
Elagos. Do you mind if I take a look at that mirror so I can see that same thing that you saw?
Yeah, go for it.
Take another peek at it. Does it see him getting hit by a lightning bolt, or like does it show like a specific spell?
The exact spell is not shown, but due to the multicolored nature of the bolt of energy, you assume that essentially
It's not the spell.
humanoid-
It's the storm cloud that's doing that.
yeah, that they're being struck by
Oh,
like,
okay. Sorry, that
yeah.
went right over my
Oh,
head.
I look at it and I'm like,
Okay.
yeah, okay, this should be pretty easy. So I'm gonna cast on Arthos to see if I can try and help him. Ode to Luke's resilient sphere, so that he gets trapped inside of an orb that doesn't hurt him.
All right,
Does anything happen?
nothing happens.
I cast a spell on him.
All right.
I'm gonna cast Blight.
It won't hurt him.
Don't worry, I'm safe from it because of the spear.
Yeah.
Does anything happen?
Why
So-
would you do this?
Because it doesn't have to hurt me.
I love how with the higher level cast, all that Owl gets is an extra 1 damage. So Owl points at the resilient sphere. Waves of just necrotic energy sort of like form around the resilient sphere, but to no avail. And in that moment, a bolt of like rainbow colored energy just strikes down at Arthos' position. One, forcibly dispelling the resilient sphere, and 2, the party sees that the runes around the ring begin to glow as the center of the ring, like a bluish portal opens.
Does that mean I fall through it first because I'm standing there?
Is anyone falling through it?
If I'm in the center of this portal, am I not immediately swept up by it?
Are we assuming it sucks people in, or?
It doesn't suck people in.
No, but he's saying he's occupying the same space
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
the portal.
That's correct.
Is he?
Arthos, you are stuck in the middle. Like you're not dragged, but clearly like the portal is opened between you. The best way I can describe this is that like, you know how when if you're at the beach, you'll stand at the shore and like the waves touch your feet. It's kind of like that. but with raw magical energy.
I think we got it. Good job, Roth.
You're
Roth?
welcome.
I think I owe ye one.
All right, now everybody through.
Owl narrows his eyes when he says "Good job, Roth," and not Owl.
No, little ones. This is certainly my portal. I built it. I'll be the first one to go through.
Alright, go on.
Yeah, give it a shot.
Alright, so Karaba squeezes his way into the portal and disappears.
Does he push Arthos in with him? Because I assume Arthos.
I'm
didn't
assuming.
move.
I'm assuming Arthos got out of the way, or he pushed him aside because he said he wanted to be the first one into the portal.
Yeah.
I mean, what I pictured in my head was Karaba just kind of grabbing Arthos and just like pulling him out and then just putting him in front of the portal and just walking in.
Okay.
Arthos, are you fine with this? Because if you really want to, you can contest the grapple of Karaba.
No,
grabbing
it's
you.
fine.
All right, your
fine.
grab just kind of drops you on the floor, like gently places you on the floor and just kind of walks through the portal. All right, as Karaba goes through.
All right, who's up next?
I'll go.
All right,
Um,
Jander, Jackie Jad, you're up next.
I'm gonna step on in the portal.
All right, you go in.
And I assume Jackie Jan falls behind them, or he takes Jackie Jan with him because, they have a relationship.
Jackie Jan does follow in.
All right, Arthos, weird bug, you're next.
Aye. Let's go, Taktha.
I'll concede I am rather hesitant to enter this ominous portal.
I hate your voice. Just go.
Aye, the alternative is much worse. And then I'll jump in.
Taktha goes into the portal. At this point, I think it's only like Elagos and Roth.
I haven't got it.
And I will, yeah.
And
Oh, okay.
Owl narrows his
so what
eyes
do
at the DM.
Owl narrows his eyes at the sky as if to say, "Fuck you, God."
God opens
no.
another beer.
Hey, man,
Big half?
Back up
Big half.
here.
might have been.
Wait.
Tasty.
Is
no.
Big half?
Big half just cracks
Oh,
open another cold one.
All right, so what the party notices is that at this point, a bolt of regular lightning strikes down at the gate, and those of you who have not crossed over to the portal's going haywire because it was struck by lightning. What are you?
Oh shit.
Oh, Zap!
Yeah, what's up?
Are you?
Oh God, lightning!
You're lightning, kind of, right?
Yeah, that is correct.
You think you could fix this lightning issue with the portal, or get you one step closer to being free? Maybe.
I mean, if you want me to, I'll I don't know.
Yeah, do that. I don't know what that is, but just try something. I look over at Roth and Elegos
Alright.
and say, I'm sending Zap onto a repair mission. You guys got any other ideas? Actually,
Well-
let's see how he does first.
Yeah.
All right, so what Zap does is, unsure of how to fix this complex arcanological device, Zap plunges himself into the portal, and for a split second, it appears as though it's in working order. For context, as the portal's going haywire, not only are the colors flashing, but at times the portal just deactivates. All kinds of.
So it's
fucked up.
turning on and
For a
off.
hot sec, it's power cycling. The portal's color is changing. For a hot second, it turns blue, but then there's a small explosion towards the base, which subsequently launches Zap out of it.
All right, let me take a crack at this. I'm gonna roll up and see if I can roll Arcana, to see what's going on.
All right, Roth, seeing as how this is essentially a big mechanical magic circle,
Ooh.
I'm inclined to give you advantage.
All right.
If this
'Cause you're
doesn't
the
work,
magic
I have a
circle.
really stupid idea.
I rolled an 11.
Oh,
Flat.
Yeah,
fucking
two
Christ.
11s.
Yeah, 2 11s.
With a 9 modifier.
You look at it.
A 9 got him an 11.
You look at it, and because while this is a this is a magic circle, it's also clearly a mechanical device, and this is far beyond your understanding of magitech and magical technology, so you don't know what to do.
Is it time for my stupid
Bad-
idea?
I guess.
Bad Elgos, what's your idea?
I pull out an object from my bag from the museum that we all recognize,
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
and I toss it into the portal, into the unstable portal, saying, Pot of Greed allows me to make 2 planar journeys.
Oh my god!
Yes.
I had a feeling it was sir. Okay, it's the vile vessel of excess. All right, or just the vessel of excess. It's not. It's totally not the pot. Konami, don't fucking sue me into the ground.
Oh my god.
All right, so you toss forth the pot of greed, so to speak.
It's the vessel of avarice, sir.
Sir, pot of avarice is already a card. Vessel of excess.
Oh.
You toss it in, and the portal seems stable enough for a single person. The portal's blue, but it's flickering. What does the party do?
Well,
Fuck, I actually have to think about
That's rough. Hey guys, I don't know too much about this, but I think I could give it another try. I think I could try and fix it. Someone else get on through there.
Well, Owl, it sounds like it's you.
I was already banking on the world ending, so if I have to sit through it a little bit early, no big loss for me. Elagos, why don't you go on through?
All right. I guess here it goes. Don't keep me waiting, all right?
Yeah, catch you on the flip side.
Was that the sound of the portal breaking?
Yes.
My bad.
Who was that?
That was me putting the backup beer into my recycle bin.
Oh my god.
Alright.
All right, Elagos is gonna go through the portal.
All right, Elagos goes through the portal, and upon Elagos entering the portal's back to being like unstable and flickering, where it's like again different colors, occasionally power cycling, turning on.
I could try and fix it, Owl. I'd have to try and cast some overlaying magical circles onto it, but I could probably get it up again.
Yeah, do whatever you feel like.
All right.
Owl just takes a seat and kind of kicks his feet back up and just watches the magic in the sky, like the wild magic, and just kind of like opens up a backup beer, just enjoying the scenery.
I will happens to find like the hidden beer cooler that Karaba has.
I'll see if I can try and cast magical circle onto like this to see if I can like try and jumpstart it, like kind of like an overlay.
All right, so cast magic circle and roll me Arcana with
All right.
advantage.
Yeah, and then I'll roll out an Arcana check at advantage. I rolled a 23 on Arcana.
All right, so with that 23 and your casting of magic circle, basically what you do is you create a magic circle that kind of surrounds, like you basically place a magic circle on top of the gate itself, and that causes the portal to stabilize enough for Owl and presumably Zap to make their way through. I'd also like to point out that as this is happening, Owl and Roth, you can see that more like even though through the magical fuckery that you were all doing, there's more severe wild magic storms happening kind of like around and on the mountain where like rock is being turned to wood, forests are spawning out of nowhere. I think at one point you see just a portal to the abyss opening up, so demons are kind of pouring out.
And now there's lots of trees.
There are a lot of trees. Additionally, Roth. Oh my fucking god. So, upon Roth casting Magic Circle, I didn't think I'd have to bust this shit out, but you did roll the 1. 44.
Is this a wild magic table? Oh
Yes.
my god. No.
Oh, this is nothing bad. So for Roth, for the next minute, you can teleport up to 20 feet as a bonus action on each of your turns. So that's a thing.
Okay. Hey, Owl, I got it up again. Let's,
I don't like that phrasing, and I won't respond to it.
Owl, the portal is working.
Owl finishes his Karaba. I'm picturing he had a hard seltzer. Call it trying to think of a White Claw pun. Because of dragons. We'll edit it in.
Oh my god.
I go.
We'll add the funny in
We'll
post.
add it in.
Azure Claw.
Azure Claw. I go pick up Zap, and I close the orb he's in, and I say, Zap, we almost are free, Zap. And then I look outside the open dome of the volcano, and I throw him out. It's gonna get a little bit turbulent, Zap.
Oh my god.
Roth is very heavily concentrating on this magic circle, but he sees this and he's like, yeah, okay. That's very mean, but I can see why you did that.
As Owl tosses Zap aside, Owl and Roth hear the faint like, "Wee! Oh my god, I'm gonna be free!" I assume Owl walks.
I first walk over to Roth's bag and see him like deep in concentration, sweating. Pull out the Zap Freedom card and just rip it up, and then I walk through the portal.
All right.
I kind of let out a chuckle.
You were. The last
Right,
thing I
so-
said of Roth is, you know, you were kind of more fucked up than I originally thought. You have an evil streak in you that I like, and then I walk through.
All right. So, Owl walks through the portal. So now it's just Roth, and upon Owl entering the portal, the gate explodes.
Oh.
What?
It's. Let me explain. All right. It's struck by both regular mundane lightning and wild magic. Part of the gate sprouts eyes. Part of the gate just kind of like becomes deformed by just being struck by lightning, and it's partially burnt, and it just collapses. And
So
as it
to
collapses-
summarize, it's been struck by a wild magic storm.
yes, it blows up. Roth, you're now. Roth, throw me a dex save.
Okay.
So you're not just taking damage for the sake of damage. I'm not that much of an
Okay,
asset.
that was...
All right.
I rolled it accidentally at advantage, but the first roll was a 17.
All right. So Roth, you take 13 force damage
Okay.
as you're just knocked on your ass. Or, no, you're
Now
not-
he
you're not knocked
genuinely hurts his back now.
My bag!
All right. So Roth, at this stage of the game, the portal seems almost beyond repair because every component is broken, whether it be charred, living. Again, half the ring is just now a like weird, slimy, gross tentacle creature. What do you do? How do you react?
Roth kind of like looks at the portal in disbelief and tries looking around, like maybe Karaba had commissioned 2 things from Mitzi, but based off of, you know, the area being completely destroyed by wild magic and nothing be around there, he doesn't really find any hope. And he'll pull out, like, you know, from his bag his cigarettes, and he's gonna have a smoke before he just like realizes that he's totally screwed. He pulls out his flame tongue and he just lights it up. He says, "Good luck," and he lights up his cigarette in English, and tries casting Magic Circle again.
You're able to cast Magic Circle, but it does nothing to the portal. Also, no wild magic happens. On that kind of depressing note, we're gonna call it here.
All right. Well, shit. Thanks for listening to this episode of Good Job Adventures. If you like what you just heard, be sure to let us know by subscribing to the podcast and leaving a review for us. For questions about the cast, business inquiries, or if you want anything from the 7-Eleven, I'm going there anyway, so contact us at goodjobadventures@gmail.com. For everything else, follow us on Twitter at GJAdventures. Thanks again.